Hi there, my name is John Stevens, pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we're part of the ELCA, and welcome to Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where we take a look at the lectionary text and we tie them to an item from the Dollar Tree. This is for the narrative lectionary, and we're continuing our series on the Psalms, and this is for the fourth Sunday after Pentecost, and we are looking at Psalm 30, and it's praise and thanks. And more than that, I believe it's in the commentary on Working Preacher where it talks about surprising grace. This transformation that God taking us from one place to the other. That this is grace. This is amazing stuff. This thanks and praise to the God that moves us from point A to point B, and it's wow. Thank you, God. This is amazing. So, the item I'm going to use, the item that I'm using for this is foam sheets from the Dollar Tree. You get 10 of them, and we're going to do some arts and crafts. You only need one of them, but in case you get 10 of them, and you're going to take a foam sheet and a pair of scissors. And all you need for the pair of scissors, all you need is just the edge here. Piece of cardboard. Place the foam down, and you're going to cut a flap in the piece of foam, and I'll show you what it looks like. You're going to make, in essence, a door. You're going to make a door, and I have a piece of tape here, and that tape is going to actually play the part of the children in a second. Place that right here, and there we are. You can see the piece of tape. That's the part of the children, because you're going to need both hands for this. So you've got the door, and I for illustration purposes, I have outside on this side, and I have inside on the other side. You could put this side and the other side. You could put when I've done this before, I have on one side, on the outside per se, but I don't name it outside. I put everything in black and white. I put not black and white, but black, black and white. I put a tree that's drooping. I put a rain. I put just kind of a dreary look. However you picture that. And then on the other side, I put almost like a Dr. Seuss kind of image, a tree and a bright sun and plants and all that. And so the idea of a before and an after, this transformation, or an inside out, being outside and then coming in, or that. But this idea that God moves us from one place to the other, and it's an amazing, and we say, thank you, God. So that's this idea that I want to have it clear that the kids are on one side and they're going to be holding the door. And I'm using the tape as an example of the kids holding the door. So you've got there. And then here, I'm going to move this up so that you can see both sides. There you are. Let's see if that works a little better. There you are. So you can see both sides and me. It's like I was saying on the Revised Common Lectionary one. Where's the budget on this thing? I should have a backlit camera that we're in here and you can see back here, but we don't. So we're gonna just go with it. So we've got all the kids are going to be holding on to this door, and right now they are on the outside. We're all on the outside. Yeah, they're holding on the door, and you can I can see you. I can see you through the door, and I can. And so what's going to happen is they're going to make a trip through the door. They are. So they're on the outside right now. You can see it there. Now what you're going to do here, I'll just show you what it looks like. So they're on the outside. They're holding the door, and then what ends up happening is they end up on the inside. They're still holding the door, and they're on the inside. They've passed through the door. How did you do that? That is amazing. So that this idea that we give thanks to God that moves us from point A to point B, that moves us into grace, that moves us into love, because it's God who does it. And so this psalm is all about giving thanks to the God that does that. So I'm going to show you how it's done by reversing it. It's easier to see on this side, but then we'll walk through it again. So here, all you're doing is you're holding it like this. You're holding it and you're twisting it in on each other. It's like you're twisting it into inside the door. And what ends up happening is that it just kind of folds in on itself. And next thing you know, there you are. They're holding it, they're on the outside. And it works even better when the kids are holding it, because here you get kind of a sense of the movement, that it's really kind of, you're looking at it like this. But when the kids are holding it, it really looks fantastic. So here, I'm going to pivot it like this. So when you're like this, you're going to pull it in, and it all just twists in on itself, and you're holding it like this, and now they're on the inside. If you end up, when you're twisting it, and it feels like it's binding up, it is because of this part here is kind of holding up on it, and all you have to do while you're twisting it in, all you have to do is with this hand kind of help this part finish the twist. And so you'll work on it, do it a couple of times, and you'll get it figured out. I have faith in you. But it is easy. And so you could get, I don't know, your dog, your cat, your goldfish, your neighbor's nephew to hold that door, so you can try it. You can try it different ways. Not different ways. You can just try it so you can make sure that you can get the feel. It is easy. It is just the twisting, and then it comes around. So there we are. All right. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going into like 7 minutes. Thanks for sticking with me. As always, thanks for stopping by. I hope this can be a springboard for your children's sermon. Hope you have a lot of fun with it. I find that when I've done it, the kids love it. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a fantastic week.